Hello there, monsters and men, ladies and people, and welcome to Recharging. This time from my home studio, where I will talk you through a fast charging session that I've recorded of the DS3 Crossback E-tense. So let's roll the clip. The car starts actually at 9% state of charge, and at that 9% you will actually hit the maximum charging limit of 100 kilowatts. As you can see, it's 98. At 12% it already drops to 93 kilowatts. So you only reach those 100 kilowatts between 0 and 20%, because when the car reaches 20%, it will already throttle down to 74 kilowatts, which is still pretty fast though, because keep in mind this car has a 50 kilowatt hour battery pack. Keep also in mind that this car has the same drivetrain as a Peugeot 208 or 2008 and Opel or Vauxhall Corsa-e, so those will actually have exactly the same charging speeds as I will show you today. So the car is still going strong. We're in now for about 6 minutes. It's 28% and the charging rate is still 74 kilowatts. It actually keeps that for quite a long time, and after a while it will throttle down to it will throttle down to 50 and then even lower, but still until that 50% the car charges actually pretty quick. But the range of this car is around 250 kilometers. So if you are on the charger for half an hour, eventually you will only have around, you've only charged around 200 kilometers of range. And because the car throttles down pretty quickly to about 50 kilowatts, I think that the charging speed of this car is maybe even equal to, for example, a Hyundai Kona, which only has a maximum of 80 kilowatts charging speed. And that is because, well, those 100 kilowatts that they advertise with, you can only achieve that until 20%. As you can see, the car is at 48% and it already throttles down to 51 kilowatts. And because of that, it takes a while. And I don't know, I don't have the exact numbers, but I do think with a Hyundai Kona, you will get more kilometers in the same amount of time because, well, again, the car throttles down pretty quickly in my opinion. It does have a liquid-cooled battery, which will actually heat up the battery and also cool it down. So you do have consistent fast charging speeds. So that is actually pretty nice. So how far are we? We are at 59%. The car is still going strong at 52 kilowatts. Eventually it will drop down. What is kind of strange though, because, well, I didn't have to, but I restarted the charging session at about somewhere between 50 and 60%. You've maybe seen it. But the car already throttled down to 52 kilowatts. And then when I restarted the charging session, it jumped to 72 kilowatts again for, well, not too long. I think it was maybe only 1 or 2 minutes. And then it did go down to 52 again. So something odd happened there. But that's just how it is. This is mainly the charging curve that you will get. So as you can see now, 69%. And the car already throttles down to 26 kilowatts. And from here on, it's not worth waiting anymore. I mean, it will charge too slowly. And you will see that if we continue. I think the charging session in total was around 40 minutes. But on those 26 kilowatts, it just takes forever and ever. And it is basically a waste of time. So if you have this car or you want to buy a Peugeot 208, 2008, Vauxhall Corsa-e, leave when the car throttles to 26 kilowatts, because again, it's not worth the wait. Drive and go to the next fast charger and stop there for 20-25 minutes. Take a cup of coffee and then continue. What is good though about this car is that the car actually has quite a high voltage in the battery pack. So that means even on a 50 kilowatt charger, where for example a Hyundai Kona would only get 45 kilowatts because, well, the voltage in the battery is around 350 to 400 volts instead of 400 to 450 volts. Again, the Hyundai Kona would only get 45 kilowatts. Well, this car, because of the high voltage, will actually get that full 50 kilowatts. So it's actually a little bit quicker on a 50 kilowatt charger than that other car that I mentioned. And also, for example, the MG ZS EV has the same high voltage. So a higher voltage in the battery pack is actually beneficial and it will give you higher charging speeds. And I think, well, every car should have that. It must be the new norm. So we're charging. The charging, I'll almost finish the charging session, because almost it will throttle down to maybe 10 kilowatts, and after that, well, to fill up here, we are at 84%. It throttles down to 10 kilowatts, and I stopped the charging session because it would have just taken too long to go to that full 100%, and it's not worth it, and it's a waste of your time and a waste of my time. So this was the charging session of the DS3 Crossback E-tense. I hope you liked it. Here you see the charge curve. Again, it's the same for the Peugeot 208, 2008, Opel Corsa-e, and whatever other cars will be made on this platform. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give a like and subscribe. If you did not, well, please leave a comment below to see what I can improve. And then I would like to say, as always, thank you a lot for watching, and to be continued.